Hello, good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are in the world, and welcome to day 2 of the Art of Leading. This is BAL Method Seminar coming to you from Harvard, and I wanted to do it live so that you can join as we are going through the different details of the Believe, Act, Lead method and focusing together on the art of leading, the art of becoming such a great leader that has that magnetism and that magic of being, so that whenever you step in, whenever you come into any situation, to any room, you come in with your magic. You come in with your magic of being. You come in with that magic that magnetizes things to you. And that when people start saying, what is that special thing about you? What is that special thing that you have? And no one can really describe it, because that's the magic of being. And it's an art because everyone has its uniqueness. Everyone has the beauty inside and the power inside and the magic inside, so that whenever you lead with it, and it starts by you leading yourself. So this is day 2. I can see all these beautiful faces already joining me. Let me know where you're connecting from, and let me know if you were here yesterday for day 1. If this is the first time, I'm so excited to have you in those seminars and the beautiful programs that we have as in the BAL method. We have transformed hundreds, thousands, I'm saying, but thousands. Actually, we do reach out thousands through these free seminars as we connect in from different parts of the world. But inside our programs, hundreds of women have benefited already and have seen their life change, have seen themselves reaching a better, more peace of mind, more relaxed, more, and just attracting more things. Okay, I can see Morocco in the house. I can see Paris. I can see Cambridge in here, not close, far away from here, within Harvard. Hello, Kamal. Thank you for your message. So good to see you. I'm so happy to have you with us today. Hello, Kusar. Hi, Samia. Hi, Rabia. Hi, Zarina. Manchester, UK. Welcome. So happy to have you. Hello, Rafiq. Also connecting. Tunisia is in the house. Reem, you were absent yesterday. It's okay. You know what? You have access to the replays. Go and ask the team. May, so happy to have you. I'm so happy to see you back. Hi, Fatim Sahra. Hello, Dimitri. Welcome, Belgium. I love that. Hi, Nora. Good morning, everyone. Good afternoon from this side of the world. Zarina, I wasn't here yesterday. It's all right. So I'm going to ask the team if you could please put the link for the YouTube day 1 from yesterday. Day 1 was powerful, because day 1 was really about understanding that there is so much beauty inside you. Even if you don't know it, this seminar is for you to realize that you have incredible power, incredible beauty, and nothing is impossible for you. And these are the tools that I wanted to transfer, to share with you in those different seminars. So yesterday was really about you taking the decision to elevate your life, to change your life. No one have seen himself or herself deciding that changing their life is like, okay, you ask them, how did you do that? How did you reach this? How did you become such a great entrepreneur? How did you launch this big program? How? No one tells you I was here and suddenly I found myself here. No, everyone knows. Until there is a moment that I made the decision that this is not what I wanted. I want to elevate. And yesterday was about that. So if you like, you can go back and look at it. And the homework, I don't know who did the homework, but if you were able to sit with yourself and see what is that decision that we wanted to make, because I want to build on that today. Yesterday I was believing in yourself, believing in the possibility. Dr. Huda is in the house. So exciting. Hi, Rizlan. Hi, Zinab. So good to have you with us. Nora, welcome. Rabia, welcome. Hi, Lilia. Oh, so happy to see all these beautiful faces back again. So yesterday was about the belief part. And the belief part is extremely important, because this is the step 1 of this whole method. Because if you don't believe in yourself, do you think someone will? No one will believe. No one will come and tell you, you know what, let's start believing in you because I want to. No one. It has to start from within. You want to be able to believe in you deserving a better life, in you deserving more money, in you deserving beautiful love, in you deserving beautiful relationship, in you deserving to stand as a leader, as a thought leader, and become a reference in whatever you want to be. This is your decision to make, and this is how it starts. And if you don't believe a lot about you, it's so great that you're here, because that's what we're going to do together. We're going to do together is for you to start believing in the incredible magic inside you, in the incredible magnetism that you can unlock by connecting with your inner power, because we underestimate what we are capable of so much. And you know why we underestimate it? Because of the hurt, because of the pain, because of so many things that we've gone through. And, I've gone through so much things in my life that, some are beautiful, some are just really, really hurtful and hurtful. But what I know for sure is that it's you that needs to start by believing. And this is why we do this inspiration and motivation videos. And I do those open seminars for you, so that it just maybe something inside will click and you're like, yeah, that's true. So that you feel that there is love out there. There is evidence that you can still appreciate your life, love yourself, and give it, pour it so much to everyone, so that you can pull people's up, and so that you can be in evidence that no matter what, and no matter how profound, how deep, how, the rabbit hole that you find yourself in, the moment you can see just a tiny light, like so tiny, so small, you can even barely see it, a light that just you remembering that when you breathe, let's take a deep breath all together. When you breathe, you can feel that there is abundance of air around you. That tiny opening of you starting to be linked, connected with the abundance through the air, then through nature, then through appreciating that you actually have things that you are grateful for, that you can be grateful for. You can look at yourself and say, thank you. I'm so grateful for my being. I'm so grateful for me being able to see things, to smell things, to hear things, to walk, to be, to breathe. This is the tiny light you want to hold on to. Because as you remember it, as you bring it back to your heart each time, every moment you feel bad, breathe. Every moment you feel overwhelmed, breathe. Every moment you feel anxiety, breathe it out. Breathe it, because this is taking the breath. It's just the easiest, the simplest thing to get you closer to the abundance. So yesterday was about healing your story with abundance. And so I encourage you to watch it again, so that you can see that how so much of that was what we carry from childhood, from what is it that had shaped our relationship with abundance of wealth, of money, of love, of appreciation, anything. Everything feels scarce. And when everything feels scarce, we were worried that there isn't enough for us as well. There isn't enough so that we can have access to it as well. And this not enough is not the energy we want to be in. Okay, so let's read up, lock up your power, sit up, and let go of the stress, let go of your day, let go of anything that is worry, and let's focus together. Okay, so if everyone is with me, give me some ones, and let's get started. Let's get started, because today is probably one of the most powerful module, because this is the module about taking action. This is the module about this going beyond your fear. This is the model about you deciding, okay, I see once, doctor, I see, wonderful. So hi, we did, welcome, hello. So there is one thing that we have so wrong, and all of us have it, is that there is no perfection. If we want everything to be perfect, then then you have it wrong, because this is not about creating something so perfect. We are not seeking perfection, because when you seek perfection, you stop yourself, so that you leave things as they seem so comfortable and so perfect in front of your eyes. And I'm really an example for that, because I'm a mother of four, and being a mom of four, and I'm traveling, and I have them all around me, and I know I'm live, and I know that anyone can come by and show up and scream and do something. But I'm not seeking the perfection, because if I was seeking the perfection, I won't be here today. I won't even be doing this. It's not about the perfection. We want to be in an energy of being the best, giving the best being the best at what you do. It's what matters is what is the best that you can give, what is the best that you can do. Because if we were to look for perfection, you know what happens is that the moment in our lives we find that things are kind of, each thing has its place. So you don't want to disturb it, and you don't want to change that statu quo. Which means that what happens when you look for perfection, you stop yourself before giving yourself the chance to ever discover what's giving your best is like. Because you don't. Because you stop it, you're like, okay, now everything looks perfect, so let's leave it this way. And this is, the example and the representation on when we are stuck in a job. When you're stuck in a job, I have a lot of women comes like, I don't like my job, I don't know how to do, I don't like how much I'm paid, I'm not respected, this is not what I wanted to do. Then why are you staying there? Because it somehow looks perfect. It's like, I have this habit, I go home, I have my job, I have my salary, I'm organized, I know how much money I have, even if it's tight, but I have my budget, so I'm organizing myself, and I can't disturb that because it looked perfect at this. But you don't disturb it. So when you don't disturb it, what happens? You kind of shrink yourself, and you do not push yourself to see, what if you gave it your best? Like, really, let me just take my best and like do the work, go look for things that are fit to me, that are aligned with who I am, and take my chance on it. Because when you seek perfection, that this is the ideal, this is how I see perfection in me. Because our experience of life is what becomes our reference. So whatever we know, whatever we seek, whatever we go towards is what we know. And what we know is what we have experienced either through our lives, or through what we have absorbed, or what we have seen around that, or what we have been told from different people around us. And that makes the perfection actually less than your best. So let us let go of perfection. It's not about being perfect. It has never been about being perfect. Because if you seek to be perfect, you'll be blocked. I'm live. I'm giving my best. I'm not looking for the exact perfection. It's about giving your best. It's about giving your best in everything. And when you give your best, when you look for perfection, it's in your mind. So it's like, okay, this has to be layered, this has to be epsonized, this I'm gonna be this I'm gonna do this. So it's like all logic, and it's your mind. But when you give your best, it's everything in you. It's your heart, it's your soul, it's your body, it's your spirit. It's just you give it your all. And we love seeing people that are so passionate about what they do. When you give your best, you elevate yourself, you ignite a passion in you that probably you didn't even have. Please, can you save the life, Fatih? Yes, Fatih. Fatih, can you subscribe to the YouTube channel? I'm gonna have the team send the link on Instagram, because then it disappears. I'm not sure you can click it, but it's in the bio. And when you subscribe, you get access to those videos. And I will keep these videos for a while, so you will have it. And if you're not also in our group, Fam Leaders, so I'm inviting you to come to the group. There are incredible women from all around the world, and we have men also, so we welcome men in our world. I know that there are men watching us, and I am so honored to have you with us, because the tools, the principles, this whole method applies to both of us. But I talk more to women because I relate to them, because I've gone through so many things that I feel the different levels of struggle to reach one step and to go another, to frustration, to not looking for perfection. Because, mom, the objective is not to look for perfection, because if we looked for perfection, what we will be doing is just staying home and having the children just clean and perfect in front of us. But having a child is never clean, it's never perfect. It's just us giving our best. Because otherwise what happens is that we will fill ourselves with so much guilt for not being there for too long, for not being there enough, for not giving more, for not giving. And guilt is one of the negativities that puts you down. Okay, so let's go back in understanding. So it's not about the energy of perfection. This is about the energy of giving it your best. This is about the energy of giving it your all. So when you're good at something, when you know that you have something that you're good at, go for it. Take a chance on you and go for it. Take a chance on your capacity, your ability. Trust yourself and give it your best. And what giving it your best is like, it will make you more human. It will make you more real. And this is what people connect with. People connect with real. People connect with human. Leaders stand out because they are real. We love to follow leaders because they portray a real them. It's not about pretending, it's not about faking, it's just being you. And this is what the art of leading is. Because it's an art, it means that there is no perfect, there is no good or bad, there is no wrong or right. It's an art. There is beauty in every shape of it. There is beauty in every color of it. There is beauty in every style of it. There is beauty if you are a leader and you're just bubbly and happy, and it's fine because that's real you. There is beauty if you are, sad and you're going through things, but you express it and you're fine because you, as a leader, you know that you have a positive outlook, that you're going towards something better. So that this art of being is what I want you to embody. It is an art. It's an art because there is no perfection. There is no 1, 2, 3, you do this. There is you step in, you get the next step, you trust where you want to go from your passion, from giving the best of you, and you believe it. And then the question is, what about if it doesn't work for me? Everyone has that question. Everyone. Right, I'm so happy you appreciate it. Hi, Nono. So good to have you with us. Um, it's just incredible because what happens is that everyone, and I'm saying like a lot of women, they come to my word, and the first question is, "Are you sure it works? What about if it doesn't work for me?" And and I've seen this, I've seen it in me myself. It's like each time you go and you want to elevate to another level, what if it doesn't work? That scary thought, whatever it doesn't work, it's the scary thought that you don't want to have. You want to get rid of that. It comes, you're like, that it works. That's why they have so many evidence. And the fact, being at Harvard, I want to tell you the story actually. I think it's perfect time so that I can tell you how it started. I grew up in Morocco, and I grew up in a time and where my family and most of the society at that time, girls will just, you had to get ready, prepare yourself, study okay, and then get married. That's the objective. We are prepared from the youngest age. You need to eat this way, you need to do this way, you need to organize yourself like this, you need to learn how to cook, learn how to do it because you want to get married. So in my family, they didn't accept us to go study abroad. It was like no deal. But that's not what I wanted because my father was an engineer and I really wanted to be an engineer like him. My mom, I love my mom. She's beautiful. She's incredible. She gave us the power of being. She's just so grounded in everything. But that's not what I wanted. I wanted to be able to, go have a suit on, have like a briefcase, go and come back at the end of the day and do some work and feel that I'm contributing because my father was building the cement platform in different places, and I was fascinated by that because it's just big stuff. And so I thought that my only way is really to study so hard, to study so hard, to be so good. It's like be the best. It's like be the best in what you do. So I was 16 and I will wake up in the middle of the night and I sit in the corridor and I sit and I study. And my mom has switched off the light and I do no noise so that I don't wake anyone. And I sit down and I study and I wake up in the morning. It's okay, not in sleep, but all excited because I'm so advanced and I know my stuff and I do. And I did that over and over and over. So I was the top of the class. Obviously, I got accepted to the best engineering school in France. And my parents like, no, you're not going. How? Why not going? Sending you so much love back, Samia. So good to see you. And I was like, why am I going? So what I did was, what happened? I'm like, okay, I've given up. I'm like, whatever. I tried. Although in my heart, I knew that I was meant for something bigger. I knew it. So I'm like, okay, I'm staying. And every day, I'm like, what is it that's gonna make it work? Where is it? But I believed that I was made for something bigger. Well, the professors call and they show up in our house. My professors with the dean of the school. 3 days before school started, before the start of the engineering year starts. And they came in and they came to convince my parents to let me go study abroad. And this is how it started. So that very moment, it told me two things. One, is that when you believe in something, keep on believing, because it happens no matter what. Even if there are obstacles, even if it seems impossible, even if doors are closed, somehow miracles, they do show up and happen. What would it ever tell anyone? Like, what would professors or dean come to my house to convince my parents? Why would they do that? Why? They did it because I knew that that moment I was paving the way to so many girls. This was in the early 90s. And I'm so happy for them, Sarah. It is, because that moment is that, and I always say that, and I have private client that always work very close to me, is that you have to keep on believing, even if it feels impossible, even if it seems impossible, even if the doors feels closed, you keep on believing, because that belief aligns you with what you want to achieve, and it not only you become get closer to your objective, but somehow the objective comes to you and you don't even know how. That's what I call magic. That's what I call miracles, because when you believe, when you unlock that power, that understanding, you see, you attract magic after magic after magic after miracles. This is how it happens. So after that, when I go to France, I'm like, oh, I want to go to Harvard, because in the movies, on that time, it was all in videotapes. The best school is Harvard. So I'm like, this is where I'm going. And everybody's like, are you crazy? How can you go there? You don't even speak English. We've never been to the US. It was so far away. It's like, we don't. It's not a culture that we know. We, I had no idea. But I'm like, that's where I'm going. That's it. Why? Because I wanted to learn so much so that I can come back and help our countries develop all that part of the world, so that they can transfer technology, so that can stimulate growth, so that we can stimulate development. It was about that. It was about coming back and bringing that back into really helping and contributing. So the drive, the passion, the belief was like, I'm giving it my best to whatever it is. I was not seeking perfection because I was doing it. But I believed. So that first step, and this is how I found myself here. And because I believed, because I didn't hear anyone, and this is what I want you to to feel today, is that even if somebody tells you it's too late, it's impossible, you can't, your life is over, you don't. Because what's in your heart, that little light, that is just because you're starting to touch the abundance of being, because you're starting to understand that, there is something possible. Just being here today, it's a sign for you. It's a sign for you that this is your time to look up your power, and to stand back up, and to use yourself to lead yourself, not because somebody need to teach you how. No, it's because as an artist, by your creativity, by your uniqueness, by your beauty, by who you are, by all the experiences that you have gone through in your life that makes you so unique. Because no one would have gone to the same experience the same way as you did. No one. Even if someone tells you, oh, I've been through that myself. Oh, breakup, I've seen it. I've been in my life. Oh, you get fired up. It's okay. You lost, you went bankrupt. I've seen that. But I know for sure that no one has gone through it the same way that you did. And that makes you so unique. That makes you, that you have something so special, a gift in you, a talent, something that's special that you want to share, that you want to lead yourself with. And this is how we do it. Because on the road to all of that, you're going to cry. You're going to give up. You're going to like, I can't do it. It's too hard. I've done that. Imagine I left my family. I was young. I was crying every night. It was too hard. I never told them that. Probably now they're watching us. They're like, really? I never. I will leave at the airport and I'm like smiling. And as soon as the door closed, I start crying because it was hard, because it was always hard. It was so hard that I wished I had only boys, because it was hard to be a girl and a daughter and a woman. It was just hard. But things have changed so much today. And being and knowing that, hello, Hamid from Paris. Nice, nice, nice to have you with us. Hi, Saida. Hi, Hasna. Hello, Salma. I'm seeing all those beautiful faces, and I'm so thrilled to have you with me. And so I'm going to carry on, because the whole thing is not to give up. This is why you need so much resilience. You need the strength. And the strength is you have it. And if you don't remember it, go back to remember what are the situations where you showed incredible strength. What are the situations where you were able to show, to be a proof and and a really an example of resilience, because you have it. It's in you. And if you do not remember it, hello, Scott. Scott from Harvard also. So we are all connected with all this incredible community. And so when you look, when you are, it's like when you go through things and it's really hard, know that everybody goes through that. It's not an easy ride, but all what you need is you need the power. It's not perfection, you need your power. And your power is what helps you navigate your humanity. It's what helps you navigate through all those phases where you feel down, when you feel emotional, when you feel overwhelmed, when you feel you want to give up. That's where the power is. So when you are at your best, when you are at your, you show and you give your best to everything you do, it's having the right attitude. It's having the power, is having to the capacity to stand up, to still believe when things are very hard. It's to be able to stay with your logic grounded even if you're overwhelmed with emotions, because you're gonna tell yourself it's okay, and you breathe through it. And you just let it go. Let's take another breath. Everybody's like, breathe through things. And it's not that life will get easier, never, because you more you are in with more responsibilities, more you elevate in your job as an entrepreneur, more you go from 100K to million to multi-million to an 8 figures, more you really go higher, more you're gonna feel the moments where you are overwhelmed, when you want to cry, when you're just like, I don't know what to do, I don't know, but your attitude would make a difference. This is where power stands. This is what power is. Power is how you are able to navigate through this moment by, knowing that it's going to be okay. You know how we love being with people, and meaning when you travel, you like to be with someone that, okay, if everything doesn't work, but has the right attitude, it's okay, we'll be okay. We like people like that. We like to be around them. People that like, okay, I think we're a little bit overwhelmed now. Let's breathe through it. Everything's gonna be okay. Let's go. But if you with someone's like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Oh, is it that? No, no, no. We don't want to be with people like that. It's negativity, it's toxicity. It's like it makes you feel worse. So be that. Be that to yourself. Be that. Be the one that remind yourself that everything is gonna be okay. And everything is going to be okay. Because no matter what you go through, you'll be okay. And this is what I talk about a lot. And if you read my posts and if you read the book, it's really about the duality of life. Life comes with its duality, which means that more you go after big project, big objectives, more the challenges are big. And it's only the moment that you are able to handle and embrace the negativity of things and the difficulty that you are able to step up and to enjoy also the good. So you want to keep the positive outlook, but knowing that you're gonna be okay if things didn't work out. Because if okay, let's go back to energetics, and we talked about it a bit yesterday. This is all about alignment, vibration, and energetics. Energetics is what? It's like your frequency. What is the frequency that you send out? What is the frequency with what you vibrate? And when you look at just look at a line of energy and electricity. When you send a jolt of energy, it goes like, so it moves in both, it vibrates, it oscillates in both sides. It doesn't go like vrt, which means that there is a great positive, there is a great negative. Which means that in every frequency you have and you have something great, but there is also something that could happen that is not. And they are just like one tiny hair linking them. And your ability to be able to embrace the very bad and the negative will get you closer to everything you want. So, which means what? It doesn't mean that you need to focus on what if this thing happened, because that's what we do. We, as human, our brain that is programmed so that it protect us from things that are could happen. We want to be risk averse. We don't want to take risks. So everything it shows us every morning is like, okay, be careful, don't go here, something's gonna happen, be careful, don't do that, it's gonna hurt you, be careful. So we kind of focus on all this negativity, and more we focus on them, more we attract them in our life. What we want is we want to focus on the positive of what we want to see. We want to focus on the future that is great that we want to create. But we want to focus on that and knowing that if something happens, we will be okay. That's using your power. And your power is inner power. It's not physical power. It's like just you in your mind knowing that if something had to happen, I'll be okay. And you will be okay no matter what. A lot of stories and people share how they had reached bottom before having to go up. Why? You know why? Because when they have reached rock bottom, they knew that there is nothing to lose anymore, but they still were okay. Okay. They were able to breathe, they were able to live, they were able to understand and to touch all the gratitude from just being alive. And so that's where, and you don't need to reach rock bottom. You don't. This is why I'm doing this, because I need to want to tell you that there is no need, but you can use the evidence of whoever went down and realized that you're going to be okay. And if something had to happen, good, it's life, then you draw the lesson. You use the wisdom from it. You use and bring all the resilience and all the power and all the strength to come out from it. And when you do, then you show others how it is to be brave. And it's going to give you so much depth in what you do, in the way you are, in the way you feel, that you can vibe forward much faster than ever. Wisdom makes you move forward faster and calmer. And wisdom comes from the lessons. And there is no lesson that you can have without the pain. It's almost like a letter. If it has to be sent, the stamp on it is the hurt, is the pain. But you're going to be okay no matter what. So this is why your relationship with yourself is so important. You want to love yourself, respect yourself. And more you respect yourself, more you forgive yourself for things, more you're kinder to yourself. And you're kinder to yourself, which means that if you go through things, just be kind. It's not your fault. It's okay. If you get too upset, too nervous, too overwhelmed and emotional, and you said things you don't want, it's okay. You're human. We are all human. But learn from it, draw from it, ground yourself, respect yourself, because the more you appreciate, you love yourself, you forgive yourself, you respect yourself, more you will be ready to do that for others. And so it makes you a better human. Being good to yourself makes you a better human. And we want everyone to be that better human. It starts with you. It's not being selfish. It's just developing a relationship with you that is filled with so much love and respect that you would have so much to pour out. And that's the leadership we're talking about. We're talking about leadership with empathy. We're talking about leadership with humanness. And that leader with humanness, it starts with you. You, how are you with yourself? How are you appreciating you? How are you connecting with yourself? That's how it starts. And so this is why when you allow yourself to give your best and to do what you want, it makes you feel alive. It makes you feel real. It makes you feel human. And when you know that you are going to what you want, there is a thrill from it. There is an inspiration, a stimulation that you create with yourself, within you, and it's just somehow it compounds. And this is what drives you. That's the power of desire. This is what I would want you to really feel. What is the desire? Where do you want to go? What do you want to do? What is the thing that you want so much, you desire so much? What is it? Find it, choose it, and go for it. it will give you so much power. You would wonder why. Where do I have this motivation from? It's like me at 16 years old. I was sitting in the corridor when everybody's asleep. What is that power? It's my desire to go to something bigger. It's my desire to go abroad and study and do an engineer and go to the best universities. That's my desire. That was so powerful. It got me to Harvard. It got me to reaching high level leadership positions. It got me to writing bestsellers. It got me to have the most beautiful children that I can bring and see them also grow and understanding. It starts with your desire. So what is that desire? If there is no desire, there is no light. There is nothing. There is like looking for perfection so that everything looks in its place, and you miss on so much. Why do you want to miss on so much? Why? Because when you talk about, I'm just going, Adine is like, I'm not even know. Give me some cues. I want to see some interactions you with me. I know that we have everyone following me, but I want you to really, can you feel it? Write me power. I want to see power. I want to see power. Write me power of desire. Find your power. Write power on the comments. Feel it, get your power, get your desire. Where is that thing that you want to have, to do, to, when we talk about manifestation, then this is about manifestation in your life. What do you want to manifest? What is it? Think beyond your need. Think beyond makes you feel good, what makes you feel great, what makes you feel like beyond what you can do, what makes you feel like, wow, my life will change. Think beyond your need. That's what I want you to touch in terms of manifestation. It's not manifesting the next little thing. Think something big. Think something that is beyond what you can create, beyond what you need really in your life. Is it like $1,000 more in the week? Is it $10,000 more? Is it $100,000 more? Is it $1 million? What is it? Think beyond that need and align with it. Make that your manifestation dream. Do that. And this is where you need all the feminine energy so that you can lead yourself, so that you can really reach that level. Just having it, creating it as your desire, and let that level grow as a power, because the power of that desire will guide you to the incredible. This is how you can bring the magic into your life. This is how you can bring the miracles into your life. This is how you can magnetize the opportunities, the wealth, the abundance, the compliments, the gifts, the anything really, anything. This is why I have programs specific to the understanding of how you navigate to reach that with your feminine energy. You navigate to reach that with an action plan, strategic action plan, but also with the feminine energy to get that. And all what you need and all what I want you to do is to take one step, make one decision, one action at a time to get yourself closer to that incredible dream and manifestation. You need one action, one decision at a time. Being here in the seminar is one action. That one action doesn't have to be big. This sequence, the second module of the Believe, Act, Lead method, and this is about act. Act is taking small actions, but taking an action that that's going to go into the direction of your big objective. What is that action? What is that decision? It takes one decision at a time. You don't need to do it all at once. It's not about doing it all at once. In fact, you can't even do it all at once. When you try to do it all at once, you give up before even seeing any results. You give up before even starting to get closer to it. So what is that one action? Being in the seminar is one action. What is the other step you want to take? Take one every day to get you closer to what you want to do every day. And every day you'll feel like you are leading yourself to creating your dream life. Leading yourself with your power, because it's the power of your desire. Leading yourself. And it takes perseverance. It takes discipline. It takes, this is why I teach all this in a mastermind. And my mastermind, we started with 6 weeks. Then everybody was into 6 weeks, extended to the 3 months. And now it's a 6 month, because it's a 6 month journey. Because no one changed between coffee in the morning and a snack. No one changes that. It takes time. And it takes time not because we want it to take time. It's because changing your thought, you can change it, but changing your emotions and shifting the pattern that you have accumulated for all these years doesn't happen overnight. And so I will be talking about the mastermind more tomorrow, and it's open. You can join us and we can go step by step into you getting closer to what you want. But just today, as within the seminar, you can start taking actions. Look at what is the objective and what step, what decision can you make. And every day take one that will get you closer. Every day take one, and you will see how you will be able to do it. Now, the question often is, what if it doesn't work for me? We have that question all the time. I had it myself. I was in the World Bank. That was my first job in Washington. So I stayed there for 8 years. But I wanted to go back to Morocco. So I came back and I joined the Prime Minister's office. I was an advisor, economic advisor, worked on strategies. And then I went to the private sector, to join a sovereign fund. And I wanted to be an entrepreneur. And then my question, I mean, I had the fear, of course, but it doesn't work. What if something hasn't? But I didn't let that stop me. I never let it stop me. Obviously, even before in my studies. So I was programmed that, anyway, I'm giving it my best. And I know that my best somehow it's going to bring something. And this has always been my way of being, my style of leading is that you give it your best, and you really give it your best. And I give it my best in everything, in every program I do. In the seminars, you give it always the best. Even if they're fear free, I give it my best. If they are paid programs, I give it my best. In my private, I give it my best. Everything. As a mom, I give it my best. With my child, I give it my best. And what giving it my best did is that it took away that guilt of not spending enough time here, enough time there, of being enough time here, enough time there. So that conversation, I don't even entertain it. And this is what you don't want to let yourself go out, because we have so much responsibilities that we carry. We need to check on the parents. We need to check on the siblings. We need to check on this. We need to do this. We need to check on that. Whoa, so much responsibility. And you're like, you wonder, why are you overwhelmed? Breathe. And everything is going to be okay. Everything is going to be okay. And this is what you want to remember, no matter what. And even if something doesn't work out, it's okay. But what we tend to do is that we start thinking, let me see what Hamid is saying. I think developing and growing the people around you is one of the areas to prompt. Share and always share your experience. You can only move or are by being generous. I love that, Hamid, and I know how generous you are. And I appreciate you so much, because it's really, you are such a leader in the way you share, you lead yourself, and you're genuinely true, like real. And I think this is what we want more, is that leaders that are real, they talk from their heart. They talk because that's who they are. There is no pretending. There is no, I want to do this so that I'm nice to this. I want to do, there is no of that. Be who you are. You will look at yourself when you come back home in the mirror and be like, yes, I did something good today because I was true to myself. Being true to yourself is the best thing you can do. And by knowing what you really want, what's your desire, it's you being true to yourself. And you'll be so happy that you listen to your heart. You'll be so happy that you listen to what you really want. It's going to really take you further than you can ever imagine. I am often surprised that Believe, Act, Lead book became bestseller overnight. I was like, what? Why? How? I don't even know how. I am often surprised by things. And it surprised me. It keeps on surprising me. And I'm so full of great gratitude for that. Because it's like it shows that, when you do and you give it your all, things happen. You attract things. And doesn't mean that you'll be compensated from the same people you've given your all to. No, that's the mistake we make. It comes from somewhere else. It's the universe. It's big. You can be so nice to someone. You can teach. I had somebody in the mastermind yesterday talking about how she had this person working for her. She gave it her everything. She taught her, and then she wanted to leave. I'm like, let her go. Let her go and know that by giving what you've given, it's not because it doesn't diminish you. It's not a loss. It's like you representing you. It's because you are a woman that is so excellent, a leader that is incredible, leader that pours the love and the empathy and the knowing and the expertise to everyone, because you treat everyone the same way, because they give. That's an energy of giving with excellence. You will only receive the same back. It doesn't come from the same person. That's not how the universe works. It comes from somewhere else you never ever expected. It comes from doors you haven't even seen. They are open, but they are out there. And this is how it works. But what we do is we often prepare for failure. We do that. Everybody does that. Well, if it doesn't work, at least I'm prepared, If it doesn't work, I'm prepared. Really? Why? Because you think, but if you prepare a cozy bed for failure, when it falls, it's like it's cozy, and you're like, oh, I knew it. How good that is. We prefer to say, I knew it, instead of staying aligned with the positive we want to have in our life. It's like you take a coin, you want to flip a coin in the air. You flip a coin, and you're like, I want to, like, you want to have it face, say. And what about if it comes this? So through your thought, you know that energetically you're going to alter whatever it's going to come. And we do that. We do that because we think that by preparing ourselves, if something doesn't work, at least we knew it. And you're going to say, oh, but I knew it wasn't going to work. How good that is. Failure hurts if you knew it or you didn't know it anyway. So why do we keep on expecting it? Because more you keep on expecting it, more you attract it in your life. So shift from it. The moment you find yourself this, take a breath, remember it. You're like, oh, here's what I'm doing. Watch yourself doing it, and go back to what you want to see, and align with what you have to have. Align with what you want to attract, not what you want to have in your life, so that you steer away from it. You want to align with the positive. You want to align with the positive, and you want to do that by knowing that you're going to be okay, even if things didn't work out the way you want them. And this is how you can navigate through your journey so that you get closer to the dream goal, to that big manifestation dream that you want, the desire. And when you have that desire, they will grow every day more. It will become such a power on its own. It will get you closer. It will get you motivated, makes you feel alive. And it's beautiful to be able to do that. And this is the art of leading. It's like believing in magic, believing in incredible, in magnetism. It's the power in me that drives me. It's my desire. It will get me closer to anything. And knowing continuously that you will be okay. You'll be fine. Let's go. Let's do it. You'll be okay no matter what. And you get yourself closer by keeping the focus on your desire, on your objective, by knowing that every step, one decision, one action gets you closer. And every time you take that action, fill yourself with the gratitude of having been able to take it. That's what we forget. We forget to be grateful for things. Forget to be grateful. When I'm back and I'm at Harvard, I have a presentation in different schools, and we're talking about the Believe, Act, Lead, and I'm so excited. And it just walking back in the yard. It reminds me when I was here for the first time. And I remember when I was walking and I was starting my master in decision theory and operation research every morning. And literally every morning, I did that for 4 years as I was doing my PhD. I will walk and I'm like, I'm so grateful to be here. It's the gratitude. It's the gratitude of remembering every step you made. that keeps you aligned with more things you can attract in your life to be grateful for. It's the gratitude. And the moment we feel so down, we've gone through things that are difficult, we forget about it. And this is what I want you to bring back into your life, is the remembering great gratitude for things, remembering gratitude for just being here and breathing, being grateful for it. The gratitude is the step forward to get you closer to whatever you want. Every step, every moment you stand on the ground, be grateful for that step. Even the tiniest one, doesn't matter. As long as you are moving, even the tiniest one is important. Be grateful for it, because more you do that, more you will bring more things to be grateful for. And you know that you are ignited by your desire because you've touched it, you've known it, we've seen it. And so as you are grateful with that, grateful, and you are walking and you are getting closer to your desire, this is your walk for leading yourself to the success, to the wealth creation, to the love, to the relationship, to anything you really want in your life. Anything you want. So live your life, the biggest, the boldest. Live your life with your desire, with your grit, with your intentionality. You live your life with fun, with remembering that there is, sorry, live your life with in your mind that you are creating a masterpiece out of it, because this is your life and you want it to be a masterpiece, and a masterpiece that is aligned with what your heart wants, with what you really want. Even if it doesn't feel perfect, doesn't matter. It's not what we're looking for. This is an energy of giving it the best. This is an energy of giving it your all. This is an energy of being alive from every senses of you. So, the homework for today is for you to ask yourself, what would make you happy? What is that thing that would make you happy? Something. What is that action that would make you happy today? Do one thing that makes you happy. One thing. Sit with yourself. What can I do and make me happy? It can be just a walk by the beach. It can be going to a beautiful lobby of a beautiful hotel and sitting and ordering something nice and feeling glamorous. It could be just like taking a walk in the forest. What is that thing that make you happy? It could be taking a bath. It could be cooking yourself a nice meal. Maybe putting music and dancing. It could be lighting a candle and having a smell of something. I love maniola, and I often have a candle. Bring that. So what is it? That smell that makes you feel happy. Do something that makes you happy. This is a life where you want to be happy. Being happy is your decision, is you taking action to it. This is you role to do. This is why it's about you leading yourself first. And then when you lead yourself to the happy you, to understanding, finding, getting closer, touching that power of desire of what you want, then you'll be leading so many by inspiring them, by, through your service, through what you offer, through the product, through your voice, through becoming a role model, to being a proof of concept that these things work, of representing that, and of you getting closer to whatever you want to create. So today, sit with yourself for a moment and ask yourself, what would make you happy? What is it? So I want you to trust your life, trust your power, trust the gift that you have. Tap into your instinct, your desire, everything in you. Find it, connect with it. It is not about being perfect. It is about being given the best. It's about taking action that are strategic in a sense that strategy is when you go from one point to another, and your strategic approach is to get you closer to your desire. Would that be amazing to have it? this is what you want to be able to do. And I have a special program, I have a special price for this summer. So I encourage you to come in. It's about lead with magic. We're going to talk about what are the steps that you can do. It's like, if this is, this makes you take one action to do it, you can deepen that with me in a short program for during the summer. It's called We Lead with Your Magic. You can come in if you're interested. Just say yes. These are it's an accessible price. It's only $630. You get live modules with me, 4 session where we will dive deep, like we go really inside in contemplating, in going into the details of things, and then you will keep them for you so that you can understand how to not only decide what's one little action, but how you can have a roadmap that helps you. And it's a good start, so that if it feels good, then join us in our mastermind. Our masterminds is a 6-month long. We'll be talking about it tomorrow. So tomorrow's session will be about leading, but also it's Q&A. So if you have any questions, I'm going to create a thread in the group Farm Leader on Facebook. So if you have any question, drop them there and I will be answering to them tomorrow. Any question about the mindset, the energetics, about the action, because taking actions is not only, like what do we do? Taking actions is in your branding, is in your positioning, is in your business, is in your personal life. It's putting in a routine, having set up a routine that will help you get closer to what you want. It just has many things. It includes so much, because it's not transformation or changing. It's not just like I'm going to have a mantra, change my mind, manifest and do. It's like you want to take action. You don't want to just believe and manifest and dream and meditate and just be there and you will fall. No, you take actions. And this is a sequence that is continuous. You take actions, you come back to believe, because you take actions, and as when the moment there is something that doesn't go the way you want it to go, then your belief will go down and you're going to need to come back again and strengthen it again. So it's like a continuous going back and forth and back and forth, not in the same place. What the beauty of it is that you will be elevating each time until you get to what you want. That's elevation. Elevation is not just one line. It's not. Success is not one straight line. It's a journey, and the journey in which you want to navigate with all your talents, with your feminine energetics just of being and enjoying every step. It's not only working so hard that you forget about who you are, working so hard that you don't even give the time to yourself. That's not it. You want to take care of yourself. You want to love yourself, respect yourself, give the time to yourself, understand how to navigate with all the femininity, the beauty of who you are, and you attract everything else. Then you're so good at the work you do. Then you give it your best. Then you provide the best service, create the best products, act with the best of you. This way you can be compensated, and it's incredible how much beauty you can bring into your life, how much abundance you can attract into your life. So today was incredible, was powerful. I am so happy for you to be in with me. We're going to meet again tomorrow, the same time. It's going to be 11 a.m. Eastern. It will be 3 p.m. 3 p.m. GMT and 8 p.m. around Dubai time. And so we will be talking about leadership, leading. It's just the third and the last sequence of the BAL method. But I will also have a Q&A session. So all the questions, whatever you have, please feel free to post them. And I will be so happy to answer to them. Thank you for being with me. I love you. You are incredible. You are beautiful. You have so much power. Go and use it and go create something incredible out of your life. Bye, everyone. And I'll see you tomorrow. See ya.